Good morning. I'm coming to you with some information. A couple of months ago, I talked about how the food stamp people, I did another video a couple of days ago about them because they done stole some more. So now we're talking about child support at this point. Now, I'm going to tell you how God works. I have been scammed for the last 6 years. I was scammed in the state of Texas, scammed in the state of Louisiana, and been scammed since I've been in Mississippi. So it doesn't matter where I live. I don't want to hear that. It doesn't matter where I live. What matters is who I am. So God will always have a way to let you find out some stuff. So I normally call the child support line because the child support line is what tells me if a payment has been posted. And it tells me basically if I got 2 to 4 days to wait on it. It's 2 days if it's during the week, like a Wednesday. And it's like 4 days if it's like going into like a Friday. So you gotta wait till maybe like Tuesday before you can get it. But if it's a Wednesday, you'll get it on a Friday. So I had been calling the automated number and it wasn't updating. So I decided to get a live representative on the phone. Okay, the representative told me after further, questioning me and getting information from me to verify who I was, that a payment had been posted a couple days ago. Now, this was last month. We're in a new month now. We're talking about the month of October. I just hadn't had time to do a video on it. So for the month of October, I actually called in and talked to a live representative. And they told me that, oh, well, you should check your card because a payment has been posted. And I was like, ma'am, I didn't get anything. What are you talking about? And she was like, it shows that a payment was posted. Okay. Keep in mind, every time I go outside, I hear somebody talk about, I'm gonna steal it. I don't know who the person is. The face is never, I don't know if they're hiding behind some bushes or whatever. This has been going on ever since my child was in after school care. So around that time, she's 13 now, so she don't get after school care anymore. So this has been going on that amount of time. She just made 13 in April. So it ended in April of this year. Okay. But these threats has been going on for years. They gonna steal it. They gonna kill me. All of the above. Anything you can think of, they've said it. So after I said, well, ma'am, let me call you back. Let me go check this card and see what's going on. Because, they all work together, like I told you, the food stamp office, child support people, and, the unemployment people. Okay, so I got off the phone, called the card, and lo and behold, it was on there. But let me tell you what they were doing, because I had noticed that the amounts wasn't matching ever since the month of July. Now, this was a way to find out how they had been getting it. So, if it doesn't show in the system when you call in, and it's on your card, okay, for a prime example, it was on my card, let's say, we'll just hypothetically say on the 16th. It was supposed to go through the automated system on the 14th to let me know, oh, you have a payment on the way. It skipped this process. It went straight to the card. Let me tell you, because they have been taking bits and pieces of it since July. And it's crazy. July. So basically what you showed me is you can take that money off my card and then you can go back and act like it posted on that certain day, which they did. So I ended up going back checking after I had already got the money off the card that it went back to the automated system. It registered the day that it should have went through, or the day that it posted, or the day that the payment was made. Because again, the automated system lets you know that it's on the way. It didn't let me know it was on the way, and it already arrived. So, being that it already arrived, there's no registering of how it got there, what date it happened, and this and that. So somebody had to go back and put that in, which I did check later on after I had got it or whatever, that they actually went back and put in that date. Now, scammers, let me tell you, I've had to learn to think like a thief because I don't steal. But I have been stolen from so many years that I have no choice but to monitor this, monitor that. So they've been doing it since July. And that's crazy. And it's like they're not going to tell you, oh, we've been stealing money from you since July, because the figures wasn't adding up. She was saying X amount of this, and I'm like, well, I didn't get that amount, and things of that sort. And I also heard that these people in the food stamp office think they're supposed to get a portion of it. How the heck do you believe that you're supposed to get a portion of somebody's child support check for a child that you had nothing to do with? You didn't help raise. You actually starved her for 3 months, almost 4. You've stolen unemployment benefits, totaling about almost $3,500, and food stamps now because you stole another $140. So that total is up to $3,740 in food stamps of theft. Baby, if this ain't enough, I don't know what it is. What is it going to take for, people just to understand that what I got going on don't have nothing to do with you. You don't see me checking to see how many pennies or dollars you get, because it's not my business. Whatever you make, what comes through your hands is your business. But when you're up here monitoring to make sure you can stop and block somebody financially and all the things that I put on the last video, that's just some. I ran out of, video pictures or whatever because I didn't feel like being on the camera at that time. So I had run out of pictures. It goes longer and longer than that of how they have blocked me through life. Right now, I'm supposed to have my degree. I had to stop. So close to the finish line of getting that bachelor's. I had to stop because I really believe that they done went in there and took some of the money, because the food stamp people also wanted to know how you was paying your bills because they wasn't giving you any help when they were supposed to give you your unemployment benefits or give you 10. One of the two. They wasn't budging, but they wanted to know how you were paying your rent because they been wanted you outside. So they wanted to know what school you go to and all of that. Once I gave them that information, my student loans, when you get reimbursed, started decreasing. Yeah. Let me tell you again how the Lord works. One day I was in McDonald's and I had all my cards set up to my phone so I can get an alert to let me know if my card's been used. I used a card that I normally use. I had set up the Chime card so that I can get my student loan money. And I know I didn't use that card because I only had it set up for to receive my student loan money. But God will always show you or alert you or let you know something about to take place. It was about to be a deposit. So when I went to this McDonald's, I know I didn't use that card because I didn't have any money on it. I was waiting for money to be on it. And the alert came through for the Chime card. Keep in mind, I had no money on that Chime card and I didn't use that Chime card because it was waiting on the deposit to be on that Chime card. So it went through as if I used the Chime card to make the purchase, but I didn't. This time I came through on my phone. That was God's way of letting me know. Go in your school stuff, change your direct deposit to something else because they were trying to steal it. So I did. You never know how God would send a message to you or a warning or a sign. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because at that point, I'm like, okay, I've never used this card. It's coming up like I used it. And I know I didn't use that card because I know no money was on it. But money was supposed to be coming on it. Let me tell you something. A thief is a thief. I have never met a selective thief. So even if you roll with thieves, if they can steal from me and they don't know me, imagine how much they're stealing from you and they know you, but you just don't know. Food for thought.